What's good, yo? It's your boy JR, Swag Life TV. Back at y'all again, man, with another swag-tastic video. What can I say, man? I got seafood, cheese-covered broccoli, yellow rice. Got the slap your mama sauce right here. And of course, pineapple Sunkist. But tonight, man, I got it's a little story time for y'all. You know what I mean? Pretty much giving my subscribers a insight as to who JR is, and how Swag Life came into fruition, so on and so forth. Look at this right here. Look at that. So, for those who don't know, was born in New York, Brooklyn. Hold on, I forgot my fork. Like I was saying, born in Brooklyn, and my father is Puerto Rican, and my mother, she says she's black, but West Indian, Caribbean, somewhere around in there. And my father, if I didn't say Puerto Rican, look at that, bro. But my father was a musician, bass guitar. He played in a lot of your parents' favorite bands back in the 70s and the 80s, late 70s, 80s. So he and my mother met, and voila. Growing up in New York in the 80s wasn't easy for a single parent, especially a single mother, without having to, get on the system and things like that. And for those that utilize the system for what it was intended for, then props. Yeah, I lost the tail though. Yeah. Wifey didn't leave me with no way of cutting this bad boy open. This meal was prepared by wifey, y'all. Lady swag. Like I said, man, be on the lookout. Swag Life clothing coming soon. It's in the works. But like I said, if you use the system for what it was intended for, to be a stepping stone, you know what I'm saying, just to use those services just to get you by until you know you get up on your feet. Kudos. But that's a different story for a different day. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, this is rainbow lobster. Uh, uh, Wifey bought it because it got slapped with lobster juice, yo. Look at that. That is a big ass hunk of meat. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm being stingy. But for those who don't know about life in the 80s, New York City, got some snow crab right here also. Check out them clusters. New York City in the 80s was being overran by crack and the crack epidemic and AIDS and everything like that. So like I said, growing up in New York City at that time was not a fairly easy place to live in, especially having a young son, a young black son, because we all of color, regardless of our ethnicity or whatever, you know. But that's also a different story for a different day. But we also have family in Tennessee, Detroit, and we went to Tennessee for a while. I believe this was from the age of maybe 3 to 7. And at that time, my father wasn't heavily in my life, just like many kids of color today. Things do nothing but repeat themselves, y'all. Alright, everything that you out here seeing today is nothing new. And I'm pretty sure the generation that started it is looking at it as the same way. It's nothing new to them. But I lived with my aunt for a while. And I believe, honestly, what prompted that move was the death of my grandmother on my mother's side. Really don't remember her all that much. Really at all, honestly. That slap your mama sauce, yo. But for those of you out there who say that I don't sound New York enough, that does have some truth to it. Because I also spent the last, say, 18 years of my life in Alabama. Also, I almost forgot. Don't know where my mind is. Wanted to get to this awesome food in this store that I got for y'all. But if you're new to the family, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you can get swag-tastic videos like this one here. And for those of you who are already members of the family, hope you enjoyed this video. That being said, to all my subscribers, I appreciate the love, the support. You know, we're trying to go ahead and get to 100 so we can have this gift card giveaway. I don't know what type of giveaway I'm going to do. I just know I'm going to do a giveaway when I get to 100. And every 100 subscribers that I get thereafter, you will also get a giveaway. But back to the story. Look at that meat. Like I said, I think what prompted that move to, it wasn't Memphis first, it was Detroit. And like I said, I believe what prompted that move was my grandmother, or for my Latinos, my abuelita. But we set down roots in Detroit for a minute. Not very long, because I believe at that time my mother was also dealing with my brother and sister's father. And you know how that is. And I believe shortly after that they got married or whatever. But at that time, we didn't immediately move down south. I didn't really permanently come here to stay until like my senior year of high school. And then I went to Garndale. For those that want to know the high school I went to in New York, it was Abraham Lincoln High. But Shell act like it didn't want to open. But yeah, as an adolescent, especially in New York, it was hard not to be influenced by the things that was going on around you. And adolescent age for me was 91, 92, 9, 10 years old, 11. You know, especially when a lot of black cinema was coming out with movies about crime and drugs and violence and things like that. New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, you know, those were just movies, but for those who grew up below a certain financial line, it was a reality. And I've told my kids this story. My wife is from Detroit, so she knows how it is, you know. But I was always a different type of cat. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't influenced easily by others or the things that I saw. In my environment. Yeah, I had friends who sold weed, sold crack. But you know how they say, stay in your lane. Yeah. I always knew my lane. And long story short, or in so many words, I know the streets, I'm not of the streets. You know, and athletics was my thing. Basketball, football, baseball, track. And, you know, I'm not saying even then I was a scholar because I had my moments where I acted out, you know, because my mother was down south and I was still up north and things like that. So as I got older and college, you know what I'm saying, decisions were approaching and I was getting to that age at that time when I wanted to be close to my mom. I transferred down south, you know, finished my last year of high school in Alabama. But like I said, I had friends who sold drugs, you know, did drugs. I'm not knocking, you know, but I come from the era where, you know, we sold drugs. Or people I knew sold drugs. I guess that's what I get for trying to open this joint without a shell opener. But these tiger shrimp are big as hell, y'all. Prawns, shrimp. Like I said, I don't know wifey buying, I just eat. But she did her thing with this one right here. It was supposed to be a pineapple bowl, but I guess she decided against that. last minute, because either way it go, it was going down. But like I said, it was hard not to succumb to the temptation of the streets. But don't get it twisted, yo. I didn't go to school, you know, like one of those less fortunate kids. Cause I stayed with family, you know, and they had me splashy, or you know what I'm saying, what I thought was splashy. But like the saying goes, clothes don't make the man make the clothes. Which I agree. But I always had a passion for fashion. And hence Swag Life. I did extensive research to make sure that the name wasn't copyrighted, wasn't already in use, and lo and behold, it wasn't. But I knew the consequences early of that yellow rice. That yellow rice almost gone, yo. But I knew the consequences early of things that my friends was doing. And I didn't see that as being my future. So, like I said, I was like a four-sport athlete. Basketball, football, baseball, track. And came down south. Got a football scholarship at UAB. And that was short-lived. Because my sophomore year, I tore my ACL. So, at that time, seeing as though how much I love football, I felt as though that the one thing that I loved as far as something inanimate, because I already knew the rewards that you could reap from football if you made it to a certain level. And like I said, once I got hurt or injured, I felt as though that the sport, the thing that I loved, that at that time I had dedicated my time, blood, sweat, and tears, energy, building up my body, making sure that my body stayed in peak condition. I felt as though that it had betrayed me. you know, that's the way life goes sometimes. And maybe the man upstairs had a different path for me, because I'm passionate about a lot of things, y'all. And hopefully with more videos, I start to reveal myself more and more. And you guys will grow to love me. You feel me? But it's starting to get full, y'all, so this might be my last bite right here. If I can get this shell off. If not, oh well, I just pull the meat out. But like I said before, man, it's your boy JR, Swag Life TV. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And y'all help me get to 100 subscribers, yo. You know, so we can have this gift card giveaway. I haven't decided on who or what the gift card is gonna be, but you know, more giveaways come soon. Like I said, with each 100 subscribers that I get, we'll have a giveaway. It'll be like the 50th comment or something like that. I don't know. I haven't thought it out. Haven't thought it all the way through. But you guys come back, man. Like I said, anybody new to the channel, welcome to the family. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you make sure that you get any and every time I upload a video. For those who are already part of the fam, you already know where to find us. You know, Swag Life TV, same swag station, same swag channel. I love broccoli though, y'all. But until next time, man, appreciate the love, support. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all, I wouldn't be doing this. You feel me? But again, man, I appreciate the love, support. Y'all stay splashy, stay swaggy, and remember, love, live life.